got one that can see.
All right, I'm gonna use a clip from Call for an Uprising. It's just a short part with Bill Gates, but it has to do with the digital ID and platforms like those of us that share videos and you guys that comment. You're not gonna be able to be on the internet. Well, let's let Bill tell you real quick.
Every country's struggling to find that boundary. The U.S. is a tough one because, we have the notion of the First Amendment. And so what are the exceptions?
That pesky First Amendment, right?
Like yelling fire in a theater, and because you're anonymous online, it can be worse. I do think over time, with things like deep fakes, most of the time you're online, you're going to want to be in an environment where the people are truly identified. That is, they're connected to a real world identity that you...
There it is. Over half of what I talk about, we know is going to be hate speech, and you're going to have to be connected to a real ID or you're not going to be able to do it. We're not going to be on YouTube much longer.
Trust instead of just people saying whatever they want. And so the idea of provenance, who's identified, that is, they're connected to a real world identity that you trust instead of just people saying whatever they want. And so the idea of provenance, who sent me this email, was that really them? We're going to have systems and behaviors that we're more aware of.
Yeah, I'm sorry I keep pausing it, but I'll leave the link in the description. But the whole problem, reaction, solution, you have these online hackers, and they want to protect you, so they create the problem, and then they bring in the solution. Well, if you have a digital ID, nobody can hack you. Nobody can pretend to be you. I actually know a couple people where supposedly one of their close loved ones, an aunt, would call, and it wasn't their aunt. This crazy stuff, but all this stuff, it's just... Anyway, I'll keep going.
Hey, who says that? Who created this?
And of course, Billy's always...
Systems and behaviors that we're more aware of. Okay, who says that? Who?
Yeah, like I said, real short one, but we don't got much longer on the internet, guys. You know that. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Later.